Look at this. It's what my cousin Nadia calls Switzerland. Switzerland is everything you ever thought it would be.
It's a very early September morning. Our bikes are broken down, packed into shipping bags, stuffed into an Uber van.
It's happening!
We're finally on our way.
Documentary. This is the beginning. This is only the beginning. The best is yet to come. Stop it.
Flying into Europe just makes me happy. It's a long and painful flight, but then you look down and you see the land and it feels like you're flying over Middle Earth.
Here, we made it. Yes.
Hey, Roland. Got the bikes on the train.
We managed to get the bikes off the plane, onto a train, and then into a taxi to the small town of Walshville, to Julianna's cousin, Nadia's and Victor's home, where we reassembled the bikes and recollected our jet-lagged and sleep-deprived selves. So after a grueling flight...
No, I don't want to walk
tested our both of our patience at some point.
We're tired.
This is our reward.
But we're here.
Here it is, right here.
This is it.
This is freaking beautiful.
Unbelievable.
This is Nadia's and Victor's in Zug, Switzerland. And we are relaxing after taking a short nap and getting ready to put our bikes together.
Zombies. But it's all good. It's gut. Das gut.
Yes, das very good. Das sehr gut. Sehr gut.
Das coffee is just good too.
Trink das Kaffee. Ja.
Hello from Switzerland. Hello from Switzerland.
Guten Tag. It's funny, it doesn't look like Switzerland, it looks like Japan. We had a couple of great days to spend with Victor and Nadia at their home overlooking Lake Zug, seeing the sights and touring the organic farm on the hill just outside their back door. I love it. They look... They're so beautiful.
Leeds and Honig. Oh, I forgot to leave it.
The nearby town of Zug proved to be a beautiful introduction to our trip.
That's the block, yeah, that's right.
How meta.
Filming each other, filming.
What is this?
I think they used to.
The area has a fascinating history. Evidence of human in the area date back 14,000 years ago. Archaeologists have found settlements on the lake as far back as 3800 BC. The first mention of the town of Zug goes back to 1240 AD, roughly around the time the first town wall was built. Its main export is Kirschwasser, a cherry brandy, which we thoroughly enjoyed.
Good morning. Here we are all sleepy-eyed. It's our first morning. We're going to take off and head north to Germany. If we make it to Germany, we'll probably be in Switzerland tonight, but boy, it's beautiful. Look at this.
Is that gorgeous or what?
This is what my cousin Nadia calls Swizznyland.
And it is just a morning in paradise out here.
Switzerland is everything you ever thought it would be. And the coffee. The coffee is delicious.
When we arrived in Europe, we still hadn't decided on which route to take. North along the Rhine to Amsterdam, west through France, or east to Vienna. We chose the Danube route, heading north from Zurich to Donauschingen, the traditional start of the Danube, then east towards Vienna. For now, we follow the lakeshore of the Zugersee towards the Rhine and Germany. Switzerland is blessed with an amazing and well-marked network of bicycle paths that crisscross the country.
Watch those signs. It's going to turn to the right at some point.
We followed the Swiss cycle route 51, almost entirely on quiet, little-traveled lanes that meandered from farm fields and forests to lovely villages, skirting the metropolis of Zurich. It seems no matter how well you plan, the first day you always find yourself encountering some snafu or another.
What's up?
It's just, there's so much noise coming out of this thing tonight.
Alright, let's find that little bike shop you said was here. Yeah, looks like a bike shop to me. Really good brakes, Roland. Thank you for not plowing into the back of me. How your feet feeling? Yeah. Miles under our belt. Only have 580 to go. Look at the baby. Oh, look at the baby drinking. So sweet. This sign back here, 51 and 53 was to the right. Did you see that?
At length, we reached Dietikon, where we spent our first night. Following day, we continued north, and after struggling through miles of construction detours, found ourselves in the idyllic city of Baden, located in the valley of the Limmat River. Baden means bath in German, and the hot springs here have been enjoyed since Roman times, and more recently by the likes of Goethe, Nietzsche, Thomas Mann, and the author Hermann Hesse. We skipped the baths and instead bounced along cobbled streets, through archways, past the outdoor cafes, and north towards the Rhine River and Germany. Upon our crossing of the Rhine in Koblenz, not the Germany Koblenz, also on the Rhine, but way up north, but the Switzerland Koblenz, we found ourselves in a whole new landscape. As impressive as the Swiss bike route system was, Germany's was every bit as awesome. This is Black Forest country, a term that actually refers more to a mountain range than a forest. but we had the luxury of riding along a river valley, so while we enjoyed the hills around us, the ride was comfortably flat. We weren't complaining, we were still getting used to riding with the full weight of our panniers. We're riding along a trail we found on Google Maps that roughly follows the River, crossing over multiple covered bridges and finding the most charming grassy banks to rest on. Eventually, we reached the town of Stühlingen, where we spent the night in a friendly little inn. Another beautiful early autumn day.
Not exactly a well-traveled road, is it?
Soon we were crossing the grain of the land and found ourselves climbing out of the valley and onto sweeping uplands. Between Google Maps and the excellent German signage, we had little trouble finding a route north.
I think we go straight, right? Yeah, I'm sure we do.
The route seemed to bring something new all the time, passing through rustic farm villages, thick forest, and open vistas. The rest of the day was a series of climbs and descents, some of them testing our climbing abilities. Sign says Gross Gott. In Austria, that's how they say hello. It means good God.
To love the smell of these animals.
It seemed everywhere were small religious monuments, randomly scattered across the open landscape, some with inscriptions. This one translates as, "If you're suffering from a fearful web, seek God's shelter. He will heal all wounds." Well, we were certainly not suffering from any fearful web, but we appreciated the thought just the same. Eventually we made our way into the city of Donauschingen, the traditional start of the Danube. We made our way to a bike shop in town, where Julianna's derailleur got a bit of tuning. We then searched for a room, finding a lovely spot at the Wyndham.
Pork with mushroom sauce and spätzle. German beer. Over here we have spätzle, we have venison and deer. More German beer.
Tomorrow we find the source of the Danube and begin the journey towards Vienna.